So apparently Costco is standing up against Trump and standing up for DEI. This is an article from the Daily Mail. Costco boldly defies Trump's executive order. President Trump has already introduced anti-DEI initiatives, claiming they are unfair and distracting. Ahead of him being voted in, U.S. companies like Ford and John Deere already rode back on DEI policies. Quote, "I think there is a definite anti-white feeling in this country, and that can't be allowed," Trump said last summer in an interview with Time. Meanwhile, vocal figures on social media like Robbie Starbuck have also pushed for boycotts of so-called woke companies. It has forced the likes of John Deere, Walmart, and Ford to scale back or ditch their commitments. That's kind of interesting that Trump referred to it as distracting DEI. And it's like, yeah, it kind of is distracting. It's something that a lot of people on the hard right use to distract from economic issues. Now, I'm not saying I'm a huge fan of DEI. I definitely understand why it's controversial. There are some downsides to it, and I can understand why people would have some resistance to it, at least when it's employed in certain ways. There might be an overly rigid DEI system, but Republicans lump it all in one basket of anti-whiteness, and the way that they do it that way is a distraction. So let's continue here. Costco, however, is standing its ground. The company's board had urged investors to reject an investigation into whether DEI policies harmed the retailer, for example, by forcing it to overlook the best candidates. More than 98% of the shareholders voted against it on Thursday. Lindsay Stewart, Director of Stewardship, Research and Policy for Morningstar Sustainalytics, said the similar result at Costco suggests that even if the political environment on inclusion in the workplace is changing, investors' low propensity to support anti-DEI resolutions is unchanged. Ahead of the vote, retail expert Neil Saunders told Daily Mail that Costco takes the view that its various programs have helped it to build a strong business. Given the positive results over recent years, it is impossible to argue that Costco management doesn't know what it's doing. Saunders of Global Data said, "There is an element of them saying, 'Leave us to get on with the job.' While some customers might dislike the policy, I doubt many will defect as it is not something that is viable or that directly impacts shoppers." Yeah, it probably doesn't. I can't remember the last time I went to a store and had a poor experience because there was too much diversity there. Now, obviously, if stores are actually focused so much on diversity that they are consistently overlooking the best candidates in favor of candidates which enhance diversity, candidates who they simply view as helping diversity and actually know are not quite as competent, that's another story. But the way things seem to be going is that they understand, okay, look, workplaces thrive more, generally speaking, when they are diverse. There are caveats, there are exceptions, but having a more diverse workforce does help the workforce within itself understand each other more. It helps people shed their prejudice. It helps people basically find creative solutions with each other too, because different backgrounds means that different people are more likely to understand different ways to accomplish goals. So it's interesting that Costco is doing this. Of all places, I didn't know that they would be the ones to be standing up for DEI. Let me know what you think of this in the comments below. Have you worked retail before? I have worked retail a while ago, actually, years ago, but my workplace was diverse and it worked excellently. How diverse was your workplace and how did that work out? As always, please like, comment, or subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for watching. This has been The More the Merrier, and I will speak to you in my next video.